Hey chicken clockers, welcome to Kitsune. My name's Fox. I'm here doing my final video on this build that I was doing, my very first gaming computer build. Had a lot of fun doing it, and thanks for coming along. I got some notes here from the last one. I know it took me a while to do this this last video. I had some other personal stuff going on, and I was on vacation and stuff. So thanks for hanging in there. The USB port from the I was telling you about from my last video, it was actually the correct socket on the motherboard for the USB to work, and it's all functioning normally. My first post went smooth as silk. Everything came on as intended, the way it was supposed to, and functioned properly. And I was really super happy about that because I was so anxious about doing my first post. Drivers and updates, everything updated smoothly. All the drivers and the motherboard update, I was having a little bit of problems on it, on the BIOS update I mean. And it turns out on the motherboard itself there's an easy mode, an F7 I guess it is. And I hit that and it said, do you want to continue? And it shot me over to the internet, and I downloaded the latest the latest BIOS version. So that was really simple. That helped a lot. I downloaded a Ryzen Master for that, and I clocked it up to 4.1. It's actually got it's a Ryzen 6-core RX 2600X. So the base clock is 3.6 and the boost clock is 4.2. I have it clocked out 4.1, so I guess that's not technically overclocked. It's more like chicken clocked. So I'm pretty happy to be a chicken clocker right now anyway, because this rig is sweet, man. It's my first build ever, and as far as I'm concerned, it's better than anybody's. So I got the Asus Aurora running, as you can see. I went just looking around trying to get everything, how to fix it, because I know there's a lot of problems with this. When I first installed it, it didn't work. It said not working properly and all that other stuff. And I was searching around on YouTube for a while and found this guy called Juicy Tech. And following his instructions, it only took me about 5 minutes to get it fixed, up and running. I was pretty happy about that because I was struggling with it for about an hour or so beforehand. The water pump on my all-in-one closed loop, it's actually plugged into a different port than the all-in-one port on the motherboard. So it's on the CPU, auxiliary CPU socket. And so instead of having, seeing the RPMs in the all-in-one section of the system monitor, it's in the auxiliary CPU port. So I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, the temperature still is the same and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's running really good. I believe my next case that I'm going to get for my next build for my computer that I'm going to do, kids come first, right? I'm not going to have any color specific LED lights on it, as when I was trying to figure out which lights I liked the best for him to witness for the first time. I couldn't really, when you have red here, and then the card is red, you got to make everything else red. I mean, does that make sense? I think so too. So that's the way it turned out. And I don't like the red, but my kid loves it. All right, I'm going to give you a quick walk around. So let me give this a quick turn. And we can see, I'll give you a close-up of what we can see. Turn without it falling off the table. Okay, this is going to be a little shaky. Please bear with me. So, inside the case, we got the Power Color Red Devil RX 590. And then we have G-Skill Trident Z's 3200 with a case latency of 14, 38 or 36. That's a Asus Strix X470 motherboard. There's the Fractal Design water pump. This really looks really nice. I like the way those just hang there. They don't get in the way of anything. We have underneath the plate right there, we've got the M.2 storage, 500 gigabytes. That's the only one I have. I haven't figured out how to run a RAID system or do any of that other crazy stuff. My kid can do all that. This is gonna get him gaming and right up into the meat of the fun. And then he can figure out how to do everything else himself later. Here's what the front looks like. It looks kind of devious like that with the only part of the LL120 sticking out. I think it looks really cool. I mean, lit up, only able to see part of them. This is what the top looks like. Across here, you can see part of it. Part of the lights, shining through the, shining through the case where it's accessible. So I think it looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. I'm glad I bought it. It was kind of expensive when I did because you can't get them anymore. So that's it, Chicken Clockers. I likes it a lot. He loves it. It's shipping out shortly so that he can have fun. I have a little job that I'm going to do. I have an old Hewlett Packard. I'm probably going to get another main board for, and then a different chip, and one with integrated graphics, and probably fix that up and use it just for messing around on the interwebs, or give it away to somebody I know who could use one. All right, thanks for coming along for the ride while I built, and appreciate all you guys' support, and I hope to see you soon. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do a starting video after I do some research on this Hewlett Packard. Okay guys, peace out, man. Stay out of trouble.